Hello everybody, how are we all doing? Happy now Saturday, but it is time for Friday Night SmackDown, and it's a big special SmackDown, which is why you've got my face here right now, because it's the draft, night one of the draft. Nice to see you all. Hello Mr. Perfect, hello Tom Davies, Alf Pipe, Kamal, thank you for being here, Poison, Jenna, James, hiya mate, Emmett, you alright? How are we all doing? We all pumped? Looking forward to tonight. I really don't know what to expect tonight at all. Because it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Obviously, this is the first draft under the proper Triple H regime. But also, there are some weird rules in place where none of the champions, except for the women's tag team champions, are eligible to be drafted. There are still a lot of big names that are going to cross brands, no doubt. A fair few NXT call-ups, one would imagine. Like in the logo itself, the bottom of it is yellow. We know NXT's involved. There are some obvious ones that I'm sure we'll talk about tonight, who are likely to get drafted to Raw or SmackDown. But I don't know what to make of tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Apparently there's a lot of legends there. The reports are already going round. No major spoilers or anything, but Alundra Blaze, JBL, Teddy Long, and a few others who are apparently there tonight. So it should be a really good night. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I just don't really know what to expect, where some of the bigger names, the champs anyway, aren't going to be switching brands. We'll see. How are we all doing? How are we all feeling about the draft? You know what's different about the draft? I'm just waiting for SmackDown to start, by the way. We've got 1 minute, 40 seconds. What's different about the draft this time around is there are so many storylines already in place on the various brands. Like, we've got somewhere that we're going, and long-term stuff as well. Obviously, this takes effect after Backlash, so we've still got a week and a few days to wait until it does take effect proper. But there's so much ready. Like, I don't know, CM Punk gets drafted to SmackDown, for example. You got to take Drew with him because he's got a long-term storyline there. And there's a fair few others like that I think that's the case. Previously, they've exhausted all the rivalries and people are in desperate need of switching brands. I don't think we've got that this year. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I know I'm going to be asked the question a lot tonight. Who's going where? Who do you want to see drafted? There are a few. There are a few people, and I'll go through the full list of eligible names tonight. Yeah, Seth too, Emmett. Seth too in that Drew Punk scenario. You want to keep them all together, don't you? So you're basically just changing red to blue, but you're gonna have the same roster. It won't quite be like that. There are a few names that I'm interested to see where they go. I think probably the biggest name, and I fully expect him to be part of the first round of draft picks tonight, is LA Knight. That's the one that I'm expecting to change from SmackDown to Raw, and I think they'll get that done quite quickly. We are starting, by the way, in 10 seconds. I'm just waiting for this thing to load, the player to load. I'm refreshing like mad. F5, F5, F5. Work, you bastard. Come on, Discovery Plus. Come on. 3, 2, 1, 0. It just says 0. Watch live. Here we go. Are we ready? Woo! I could try and give you a sync point on this. There we go. Caught the end of Simon Miller there. All good. This program contains flashing images. Do be aware of that. Apparently there we go. New intro. Now. I'm going to try and sync you up. I'll do my best. Cody's on the screen right now. Sergeant Slaughter. Bruno, Taker, Triple H, Rock, Cena, Roman, Austin. Big zoom out. We're in the WWE Universe together. I'll give you the fade as well. I don't think many people sync up for these TV ones. We'll see how we get on. Fade. What's going on here? We're backstage and Cody Rhodes is signing autographs on an HD camera. Contract signing tonight for the Backlash match. That's been announced. Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles. AJ obviously best in AJ to get that match. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's a really nice, very predictable win for Cody and everything. But you can't ask for much better than AJ Styles for your first your first title defense, can you? Hello, J.N. Crane. Nice to see you. Jay Cargill, Bianca Belair here. Let's go through the list of names as people are arriving. The list of names eligible for the draft tonight. Thank you for the super chats, by the way. I'll be with you in a second. AJ Styles, Alba, Fyre and Isla Dawn, Alpha Academy, all of them. Andrade, Bianca, Bron Breakker, Cedric Alexander, and Ashante the Adonis. Ivar, Jey Uso, LA Knight, Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, Randy Orton, Ricochet, Seth Rollins, Shayna Baszler, Sheamus, Bloodline, including Roman, that is, the OC, and Zoey Stark. Oh, we're kicking things off. We're getting straight into it, I think. We got the podium on the screen. So, right. Superstars from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT eligible. 4 rounds tonight, 6 rounds on Monday. They get an extra 2 hours. No, sorry, they get an extra hour, so they get an extra 2 picks. 4 draft picks per round. Champions on each brand are protected, except for the women's tag team champions. But whenever they drop the titles, they're going to go to the brand that they're assigned, which I assume means that they're moving brands. They're just swapping main roster brands. Oh, protected picks as well. Oh, no, that's just the champs. That's just the champs. Few other bits that I missed. Nice to see you, Christo. How you doing? King Kush? Kush, rather. Hi. Jay Harris, thank you very much for becoming a member, or remembering your member. Oh, we get the boardroom and stuff, right. Who we got there? Bully Ray, Teddy Long, I see. Is that Michelle McCool in the background? I can't spot all of these. JBL's there. Strategizing with the network execs. I like this already. Paul Heyman eligible for being drafted. He's part of the Bloodline.
These are not rumors regarding your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. These are facts. Ladies and gentlemen, your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, has voluntarily withdrawn.
Oh, what? Just Roman has withdrawn. So the Bloodline are getting drafted without Roman. A further hint, I think, to Bloodline versus Bloodline. 1.0 versus 2.0 at Survivor Series. Because I think he's going to go to the different brand. Cody's obviously staying on SmackDown, so I reckon Roman might end up on Raw when he comes back. Free agent. But I think he'll end up on Raw. I wonder how long before we see him again. Aaron as well. Thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Cheers.
Because if Roman Reigns is not the first draft pick, who is? Whoever are the first 2 draft picks, they make history in a brand new era.
Well, you would take the rest of the Bloodline, wouldn't you, as the first round? Or do you take LA Knight? Do you make a massive deal? Oh, it's going to be... Is Jade on there tonight? No, Bianca is. Randy is. There's a few big names. I think we're going to ringside. I think we're getting the draft out of the way. We're getting round 1. Oh, we're in the crowd. We're in the NXT crowd. Sorry, Jay Harris as well. Totally forgot this was happening. Nothing better than watching the Graps with the Harold Shipman of pro wrestling. What's that about? In what way? What are you talking about? Gunther is not eligible tonight. Gunther is eligible on Monday, Ace Shock. Alongside his now 1 partner in Imperium, Vinci getting drafted separately. So they're going to split them up. They're going to be different brands. All of the NXT roster are there. All of the NXT roster as well. Everybody's present. But the big ones, a lot of the big ones anyway, up front. By which I mean Lexis King. Gallus are there. Gallus might be a shout. Gallus might end up on the main roster. They've been training with The Rock, haven't they? They're ready. Thank you for doing these, Adam. Saw, mate. It's my pleasure. Thank you very much for being here. Much appreciated. Chung to the bung. It's Larry Tate. Thanks for your hard work. Thank you. Thank you for your hard work, Larry. Appreciate everything that you do. Hope you're doing well, mate. Nice to see you. Have I seen Tony Khan's comments today? Mental. Couldn't believe it, mate. Absolutely bonkers. I can't believe he said what he said. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the draft tonight. Who's getting the first? I want LA Knight to be part of this first round. I'll be very, very happy if that's the case. He's eligible tonight. Randy, Seth, Bianca. Becky's not eligible, but obviously they're going to keep Seth and Becky together. Oh no, but Becky's staying on Raw, which means Seth's staying on Raw. They're not going to separate them, are they? There we go. AJ. Contract signing time. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer for the first round. Tom, thank you very much, mate. Keep up the good work, Adam. I think we can all agree Honky Tonk Man needs drafted to Raw. I got a weird video suggestion on YouTube the other day of Honky Tonk Man getting his finger severed. Sorry if you're squeamish or anything. He was outside, he was in like a parking lot. I'd seen it before, but ages ago. He was in a parking lot with a fan. And apparently he used to do a thing where if a fan brought a guitar, he'd smash them together. Great photo op. And the guitar fully connected with Honky's... It was either his finger or his thumb. Pissing blood. He was fine. It was 10 odd years ago. It's a bad theme, isn't it, James? The theme was fine. There's a few wrestlers who I think, oh, bloody hell, let's move on from that. Let's do something different. AJ Styles wasn't one of them. He's not somebody that needed a new theme at all. It works babyface. It works heel. I don't get it. I don't like it. Not one bit. Massive pop before he even steps through the curtain. Obviously. Contract signing. Things about to get physical. One would assume. Is Carmelo on the list for tonight? No, sorry. No, there's I don't think they've named any of the NXT potential call-ups, but Melo's coming up, obviously. Ilya almost definitely coming up as well. I reckon Gallus as an outside shout, and I don't know, they've announced a hell of a lot of names, but I imagine a fair few of these are going to happen on WWE.com. Supplemental draft, as they normally do. Jacob Fatu WWE debut. It could happen, Mason, but initially all the reports were going like, yeah, he's coming up. It could be as soon as it was last week, as soon as last week's SmackDown. And then they're like, no, they're going to keep him behind for a little bit longer. I think it's fair, though. Do you want to introduce a new potential member of the Bloodline so soon after Tama? Put all the eyes on Tama for now. Give it a month. I don't think it's a problem to hold off for a little bit. I think it's a good shout to keep him away just for a little bit longer. Anything happen yet? I'm stuck on a tornado, not for here. What? Hope you're okay. I don't know what that means. In a tornado. You're stuck. Are you okay? Richard? Yeah, nothing's happened yet. Cody's on his way to the ring. There's going to be a contract signing for the match at Backlash, him versus AJ. Nothing to report yet. Everybody's conferring in the boardrooms. They're still making their minds up. Devon Dudley's got things to say. I'm pretty sure Devon Dudley was there. I hope he was. Save for the next premium live event. Yeah. You know what? I'd rather see it on... I think I'd rather see it on the weekly shows now, because I'm a bit tired of Bloodline interference. We've had a fair bit of it. So maybe do it on TV. So not to take away from the pay-per-view matches. If they have pay-per-view matches. Was Les Kellett to join the Bloodline. Hello, Stephanie. Nice to see you. Separate tables. I think... Oh, AJ... Because this doesn't take effect until after Backlash. So I reckon AJ might end up drafted to Raw, and he's going to be like, oh, I'm going to take the title to Raw.
Before I sign this...
I appreciate this so much because my local TV would rather show weather updates. That's what I'm here for, mate. I'll be doing all the play-by-play tonight. I'm taking this seriously.
We have two Georgia boys ready to mix it up for the first time for the biggest prize.
I didn't know that. Before that got brought up on a news video or the podcast or whatever it was this week, I assumed that they must have crossed paths somewhere. They must have had a singles match at some point, but this actually is the first time.
Respect LA Knight, and he got under my skin.
It's going to be class, isn't it? It's one of those matches that I'm really looking forward to, despite the fact that there is no chance the challenger's winning. Like, it's so predictable. I put my life savings on Cody.
And I realize that I am...
But because it's AJ Wrestling, I'm just well up for it.
And I beat LA Knight to earn the right to face Cody Rhodes at Backlash.
Fat Monkey Phallus, thank you very much. Despite ongoing attempts from YouTube to censor him, I've received work. I Fat Monkey Cock, will be eligible for first round draft picks. I take this honour very seriously. I wasn't meant to say that word. Roll a fatty. Nice to have you here, Fat Monkey Phallus.
Of WWE.
Hi, Adam. I heard you like smelling poo. Is this true? No! No! Don't start! Don't start. I'm only here for 2 hours tonight. What's that about? Don't what, AJ Styles? Grow up. This contract signing won't end well. Wink, wink. Thank you, the Endingo Show. I think you might be right. Lovely to have you here, my friend. Wink, wink. That's a garish suit, that, isn't it?
He's a good man. He taught me how to carry myself and how to carry the weight of a champion. And I look at this right here, and the weight of this isn't just of leather and gold.
Is he struggling here? Is he just being emotional?
And at Backlash, we're going to see if you can carry it.
Nice, okay, yeah. All worked out in the end. Any draft picks so far, Cheats? Nothing yet, mate. Nothing yet. Contract signing, then I imagine we'll get the first round. Might have to watch an ad break first. Cheers, by the way. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Thank you, sir. Logan's still got his belt. He does. He does. Retained it at WrestleMania in the Triple Threat. Still clinging on until LA Knight takes it off him.
So,
What are you going to talk about?
Cincinnati.
This is the one bit of Cody's presentation that I would tweak. I just don't like the what do you want to talk about stuff. And he tries to make it different every time.
Certainly we can talk about respect.
Not that keen.
There is not a locker room.
Joshua, thank you very much. Being in Canada, and the hotel's playoffs are going on. Sadly, can't watch the draft tonight, so it's up to you to inform us. That's why I'll do my best, mate. I'm paying attention so far. Mostly. No, I get it. Everybody needs a catchphrase. It's fine, it's fine. I just don't like that particular catchphrase. Everything else, big fan. Tattoo aside, obviously. When do you think a Dean Ambrose return will happen? Ooh. When he needs the cash? I think he's there for a long, long time. 3 to 5 years. If I had to put money on it, I think it will happen. I think it will happen. I think we'll get one last Shield reunion in WWE.
Good thing the man who trained me not far from where I sit now used to tell me all the time, it's not about
But it is. It's an if ever, really.
it's about keeping it.
I think he will. Different regime.
And boy, do I respect your familiarity with
Not going to be cutting promos, getting inoculations in his ass.
in front of it on this piece of paper. That means that we have never touched before. That means that at Backlash, it is a level playing field. That means that no matter how phenomenal you are, this is not a dream match for me. It's a must win.
Way, okay. Adam, someone is at the door. Please let Jackie in. No! It's been like 4 years, mate. Get a life. I'm not doing it anymore. I haven't even got it. I haven't even got it downloaded. Thank you for the super chat. Bless you, OTG. Still going on about Jackie Chan.
You know, Cody, it was a beautiful thing to see you finish your story.
AJ not going for the handshake.
Championship.
I just noticed Corey's suit as well.
Shame that your title reign is going to end at Backlash.
Well, he spoke with conviction. You know what? A nice sportsmanly handshake to seal the deal. Is he going to batter him from behind? Watch your back, Cody. Styles being nice. Oh, no, he's setting up for the forearm. Is he? No, he's gone. He's gone. Don't boo him. Why are you booing him? He shook his hand. He was nice. He said that he's going to win the belt. That's what wrestlers are meant to say. Pretty paint by numbers stuff. But it works, doesn't it? FMC, sorry for the Booker T-esque slip up there. I will refrain from using my birth name on the old YouTubes. Hashtag Twitch content only. How about a like spike to compensate the lost revenue? Yours sincerely, Fat Monkey Asterixes. Thank you very much, Fat Monkey. I don't want to say Fat Monkey either. It's all thank you, FMC. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. First pick prediction. If I had to take one out of the whole lot, it's probably the Bloodline. Trips on his way out. I would take the Bloodline, LA Knight, Bianca Belair, Randy Orton or Seth Rollins. Oh, that's tough, isn't it? Let's see how many they're getting each this year. So happy you had wrist tape on for the table. Lyndon, mate, you have no idea. Saved my bacon. Again, props to Andrew, right? Not enough people realise that Andrew fell forward with me. As I'm going out for the chokeslam, he's lifting me with all his might, obviously. I didn't jump. I didn't help him one bit. I was sandbagging, if anything. He lifts me up. He fell forward. Got a palm full of barbed wire and thumbtacks. He's hardcore too. It's not just me. It's mostly him. Here we go. Round 1 picks. Who are we getting first? Bloodline. Bloodline?
Just as much about protecting the roster they have as it is bringing in the roster that
I like the presentation of this. Disappointed with the lack of Tumblr. Love a Tumblr. You're right, a Romanless Bloodline isn't the same, is it? Roman's free agent. I'm looking at the list here now. Randy. You still want the Bloodline, though. You want to present them as super powerful. They've got to be first round. They look daft if they're not first round. Maybe not number 1. Imagine if they give it to an NXT one. They won't. SmackDown's got Bianca. I was thinking Bianca as well. I mean, I mentioned her. First pick, Bianca Belair, SmackDown. Staying on the blue brand. It's tough, isn't it? Where, like, a lot of the bigger names are champions at the moment. Bianca's a great pick, obviously. Raw's got... Yeet. Oh, it is Jey Uso. Wow, okay. Jey Uso. Still Raw. Not what I expected. Jey Uso getting drafted before Randy. He's eligible tonight, is Randy. Is anybody going to change brands? There's not that much to change. This is what I was talking about earlier. We've got long-term storylines built up. SmackDown's got... Oh, here we go. Carmelo Hayes. Number 3. NXT over to SmackDown. Massive for Carmelo. Carmelo before Randy Orton. Carmelo before Seth Rollins. Sheamus. Bloodline. They're all eligible tonight. That's class. Good for Melo, eh? We all knew he was coming up. Was not expecting him this early. That's incredible. Good for him. Final pick for Raw this time. Randy. Seth Rollins. People staying put. Everybody except for the one NXT call up there. Just staying put. Seth Rollins. Drafted to Raw. From Raw. There you go. Well, I'm really happy for Jey Uso. I'm especially happy for Carmelo Hayes there. I think that says a lot about his future in the company, doesn't it? Interesting. What's going on here? Carmelo Hayes is indeed here. Didn't see him in the crowd with the NXT lot, so he is, of course, on Friday Night SmackDown. Future main eventer, future world champion as far as I'm concerned. I think he's the bollocks. He's going to do very well. Really excited to see what he does. They know. Hot crowd for him. That's handy.
Ever since you won that championship, I've been hearing you. You've been saying a lot about if you come for the king, you best not miss. And that's funny how that works, because one thing about me is when I shoot, I don't miss.
Little tease for the future, perhaps?
I can't think of a better way to shoot my shot here
No way.
on SmackDown than to shoot it
Whoa, no way.
against you.
Carmelo Hayes challenging Cody Rhodes. Tonight? Before AJ? Cody's going to take it, obviously.
Fortune certainly favors the bull, but I don't know. You folks don't want to see me in action tonight, do you?
Tonight, Carmelo Hayes versus Cody Rhodes. Main event. Wow.
Well, I don't know.
Pick number 3.
Forgot my gear.
And he's getting a title on the line?
That's right. I didn't forget my gear. And this right here for me means absolutely 100% you're on.
I mean, AJ's interfering, obviously, but still, that's awesome. How cool's that for Carmelo?
No mistake, when you're as good as Carmelo Hayes, you already.
Man, they think the world of Mello, don't they? Love it. Absolutely love it. Part of me was a bit let down, maybe, about the people not really switching brands first round and everything. You want big stuff to happen. Obviously, got Carmelo coming up, but that more than makes up for it. Roman is not in the list, Kirat. He is not. He is a free agent. Until he comes back, we won't know where he's going. Kevin, thank you very much. Does seeing all these GMs make you miss your old GMing days of WCPW? Since you have experience, who would you bring from NXT? That's a very, very good question. Andre Chase, I'm a very big fan of. I think he's great fun. Fallon Henry, I quite enjoy as well. And it does make me miss my... I'd have Baron Corbin back as well if he counts, because I love Corbin. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing that stuff. Obviously, I didn't do any actual GMing. I didn't do any administrative stuff at all. Didn't touch the payroll. No idea what people were paid. Got to do the creative meetings and stuff. If it was a bad idea, it wasn't mine, I promise. No, it was really good fun. It was really good fun. I don't keep up to date enough with NXT, as you may have seen. If you've watched the podcast yet, you'll probably be finishing it around about now, in fact, because it was a very long one. Yeah, I don't watch NXT on the weekly, so I catch the odd bit. So I was seeing people there for the first time. I was wildly impressed by. It's a fun show. It's a really, really fun show. I get why they love doing it so much on the podcast, because it's just a good laugh, isn't it? Hi, Adam. Who's the top heel in WWE after Roman hiatus? I guess the Bloodline is... I guess it's part-time, but The Rock. Drew McIntyre is certainly up there. I think by the time Roman's back, Randy will have gone heel, because I think he's going to be Cody's perhaps next challenger after AJ as well. Unless he gets drafted to Raw, I doubt it. I think they'll want to do Cody versus Randy. Gunther, I mean, the real top heel, obviously, is Dominic Mysterio. It goes without saying. But he's off for a bit as well, isn't he? He's got a wonky arm. I thought you made all the decisions. I'm in shambles. I apologise, Kevin. I pretended I did. But no, it unfortunately was not me. I forgot, I bloody forgot about Damian Priest there. I don't know how long he's going to be the top heel. Because I don't think he's having that belt for that long. I'd give him a few months with that. But at the same time, I'd like to be proven wrong because there's such animosity. It's such a blood feud, isn't it? The Drew CM Punk stuff. Does it need the belt? I don't think so. I'd be hyped to see that without the belt. So no, I don't. I maybe will hold it for longer than initially expected. Anyway, you just shattered that man's WCPW dreams. I apologise. I do apologise. So right, we've had 4 so far. LA Knight wasn't part of the first round picks. They were worried about losing Mello like Swerve. I don't know if they're worried. I don't know what his contract deal is, mate. I think that's their biggest mistake as far as releases go of literally the last, 10, 15 years. I can't believe they let Swerve go. Is baffling to me. From Hit Row to world champion. The guy's doing amazing stuff. He's just so good at what he does. I don't think they're worried about losing Mello. I think he's got a very bright future ahead of him for sure. But yeah, how well Swerve's done it's just been so good to see. I loved the Dynasty pay-per-view. I didn't catch it live, and I watched it on the Monday. I just had a ball. It's one of my favourite AEW pay-per-views ever. There's nothing about it apart from Chris Jericho that I didn't like. I thought it was an excellent show. What we got going on now? I assume the commentators aren't getting drafted over. I don't want them to mess with the commentary teams. I like the commentary teams as they are. Bloody hell, turn him inside out straight away. Yeah, it would have been nice to have LA Knight as part of that first round, wouldn't it? I'm surprised to see Jey Uso in that lot. I don't think he loses anything by being a second round pick, but LA Knight gains a lot by being first round. Minor things, eh? Is Ray eligible tonight? I think that might be Monday. Yeah, Monday. Who else is there tonight then? Liv Morgan, Liv Morgan's eligible tonight. So I think that might be fairly early. Possibly next round. But I don't see her going anywhere. Rhea's not going anywhere, is she? And she'll do some stuff with Becky as well. Who's the champ? I don't know. Rhea might. I don't know. We'll see. Bloody hell, that was quick with the ad breaks. Is Omos listed? I haven't seen Omos on either of them. Maybe he's on Raw. He's not on my screen here. I hope Ilya and Gunter are on the same show. I honestly, Matt, I think they will. I think Vinci is going to be on separate brands from Ludwig and Gunter, and I really do think that Ilya is just going to be joining Imperium. I think that's where they're going with it, and I don't really have a problem with it. I feel a bit bad for Vinci because I don't think they've got any plans for the bloke at all. Which is a shame because he is really good. He is really good, but I always think that he's a little bit overshadowed, certainly by Gunter and by Ludwig as well, because Ludwig's got this. He's got such a good look. He's like a proper specimen, and I'm not saying Vinci doesn't look good, but there's a certain presence about Ludwig Kaiser that Vinci doesn't really have, in my eyes anyway. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see see what happens there. But you'll have to wait until Monday for that one. We got 1,400 people watching, by the way, according to my screen anyway. Thank you very much. Cheers for being here. Appreciate it. What if Vinci returns to NXT and joins the family as a hired gun? It's something for him to do, but you look at the people who are visiting NXT at the moment, and it's obvious that they've got no plans for them. I don't know what you do with Vinci. I really don't know what you do with him. I think there's a fun little bit of creative there. Cheers, Tom. That's very kind of you. Appreciate it. Vinci and Ilya team. Not for me. Because again, like, Vinci's just going to be massively overshadowed, isn't he? Ilya is something very, very special. Those three together, be amazing, wouldn't it? Is that the bloke who eats all the stuff? It is. What's his name? Adam something. He's lost weight. Adam Richmond eats Britain. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the Food Network ad there. Odyssey Jones is eligible. I don't think he's tonight, but yeah, he is. We were talking about him on the video today. He got drafted last year, didn't he? I hope that's his gimmick. Just gets drafted every year and then doesn't turn up on TV. Have a Vinci versus Kaiser feud. Yeah, that's good value for 3 weeks. What do you do after that? Of course they can. Of course they can do that. They might even have a match on Monday. But Kaiser's coming out on top, as he should. What do you do with Vinci? Oh, God. Greg Diaper, here we go. Would you rather fight 300 Big Show-sized John Cena's? Well, he's already okay. Or 3,000 Hornswoggle-sized Big Shows? A request from Jamie from Gdansk. That's too many. There's too many either side. Hornswoggle-sized Big Shows. Oh, they... You seen when is it bees or wasps? It might be hornets. They just cover their enemy and the heat kills their enemy. 3,000 Hornswoggle-sized Big Shows. They're just gonna cover me and do. I'll take the 300 and I'll take my chances. But one John Cena-sized John Cena is enough to kick the crap out of me, mate. I'm bollocks here, aren't I? I haven't got a chance. 300 big... You had to make John Cena more impressive. The size of that man. I'm screwed. Good match, by the way. Nice to see you, Greg. Hope you're having fun. There you go. LWO picking up the win. Oh, is Carlito going to do something? Is he going to do something, or was that just a random bit of filler? Do the turn. Go on. Backstabber. Backstabber. Wait. Okay. Interrupted. Santos.
I am many things, but a liar I am not.
Backstabber time. It's happening. It's happening.
When I said I did not attack Dragon Lee the evening before WrestleMania 40, I meant it.
Roll the footage.
Has been working for weeks to track down the security.
They bloody doing it. They got the CCTV from Wembley. Oh, I hope they've recreated it.
You're gonna find very, very.
They need to have recreated it. No. Oh my God, that could be anyone. I can't tell who that is. That head of hair. I'm appalled. I'm shocked and appalled. Go on, do the backstabber. Exactly, Sam Roberts. It could be. Sam Roberts hasn't looked like that for like 7 years. Here we go. There's the turn. He's panicking. Backstabber. It's predictable, but it's fine with me, right? Because Carlito as a heel, 10 times better than Carlito as a babyface. He's had his nostalgia run. He's come back. He's got the cheers. And now he can be a horrible bastard. Why is he pegging it, though? Well, there you go. We got the turn. We got the turn. Why did Carlito peg it? I agree, predictable doesn't always mean bad. If it makes sense, it works, doesn't it? I'm trying to work out who these other ex-GMs are. That's Tori Wilson in the back there, isn't it? That's a pissing easy payday for that lot, isn't it? Imagine getting the call. We're going to offer you however much. I don't want to speculate on what they're being paid. Few thousand to sit at a desk. Pre-record it. They're not... Come on, late. Who'd I miss? Who got drafted? They'll fill you in. They'll fill you in the chat. Because I'm going to get asked that all night. I don't want to set a precedent. Bianca was first. Well, Bianca... Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes, which is wonderfully, wonderfully exciting. Yeah, getting picked number 3. I still can't. I can't get over that. That's it's awesome. What's the law between you and Jackie Chan? There's no law between. What do you mean? I've never met the bloke. I've never met the bloke. Oh, sorry, I forgot Seth Rollins as well. Seth Rollins got drafted, but staying put. There's no law. I used to play a little clip, right? I used to play a little clip of is a Woolworths ad, and Jackie Chan pops up at the door and meets William Worth, the puppet sheep and dog of Woolworths fame. And people haven't let it go for ages. I'm still getting asked about. There's no law. There's no law about me and Jackie Chan. Adam called Jackie Chan and gave him a weak. Called him Jack Chan. Sorry, gave him a weak handshake. That is not true. I'd be terrified. No, I wouldn't. He's got to be like 70 years old by now, hasn't he? He knows Kung Fu. Karate, what does he know? Martial arts. You know, Jackie Chan. You get me distracted here. I always do this. He's got to be in his 70s, right? He is. Why doesn't it say age? He's 70 on the dot. He's 70 years old. In fact, it was his birthday 3 weeks ago. Happy birthday. Doesn't matter. We're still on the ad break, by the way. You're not missing anything. Thank you again. Cheers for the super chats. Thanks to Greg for the great question from Jamie there. Law on you and Peggy. No. Send him a cameo. He'd be buzzing, wouldn't he? He's a massive fan. I don't know how Woolworths got him for an ad. Hey, Adam, acknowledge me, lol. Hello, Jericho Reigns. I acknowledge you. In a way. Adam didn't draft Jackie Chan to WCPW back then. I wish I could tell you some of the stories. I've definitely broken non-disclosure agreements. Not non-disclosure, that makes it sound like something really awful happened. I've definitely broken the rules of my contract in telling some of the stories that I had before. But we've got so many more stories to tell about WCPW. One of the matches that they wanted to book is absolutely beyond belief. And it could have happened. It was, oh, I can't. One day I'll write a book. I can't write. I'll get someone to write a book for me. AJD, thank you very much. Cheers from Oregon. Happy birthday, Jackie Chan. It was 3 weeks ago, but I will pass that on. Thank you very much, AJD. Appreciate it. Cheers. Give us some hypothetical scenario. I can't. I'll tell you one day. I will tell you one day. Some really, interesting times. Because we don't really work in the wrestling industry, obviously. We're just YouTubers. And that was like a little foray into the grimy, grubby world of professional wrestling. And some of the stuff that you see. Nuts. New to channel. Welcome, Adam. I'm also Adam. Great to have you here. My name's Adam Pacitti. Your name's Adam Urabazo? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, mate. Lovely to have you here, nonetheless. Can you send a late birthday to my Uncle Jack Chan? Your uncle's not Jack Chan, is he? No. Because it's not... It's not real. It's not... You don't have an uncle called Jack Chan. Del Rio worked there for starters. Yes, he did. He did. What a great guy. That's massive, isn't it? Carmelo. Third pick in the draft, and he gets a match against Cody Rhodes. Non-title, it looks like, by the way. Scrungle McGungle, drafted to my mum's house. What does that mean? What's that about? JM, thank you very much. Cheers. Bron Breakker on his way out. Also eligible to be drafted, but obviously he's only just made it to the main roster. It's weird that it feels like maybe they jumped the gun a little bit there, didn't they? Because he's barely been on the main roster for... Well, he's not been there for that long. I wonder why they didn't wait for the draft. So I think we've got a quick squash. And then... Who's he in there with? Is that enhancement talent? Didn't get an entrance. Oh, Cedric. Eligible to be drafted tonight, I think. If memory serves. Here we go. That's your lot. Massive spear. Out his boots. Not even 2 minutes right now. What was that? 25 seconds? I don't have a problem with it. I feel a bit bad for Cedric, who will be drafted in the supplemental draft on WWE.com later tonight. That was good, though, wasn't it? Little Uncle Howdy. Something flashed up there on screen. The glitch happened, but I didn't see what it was. Adam called Cedric enhancement talent. Well, what just happened to him, Franklin, mate? What would you call him there? I think he just enhanced some talent. He's a very talented guy. I like him a lot. I think Cedric's class. He didn't get an entrance, and he got squashed in 25 seconds. Oh, Daniel, thank you very much, mate. Should Bron stay with the gimmick or go full Steiner? Because I'd love to see him promo like Uncle Scott. I think he will do eventually. I think that he will do eventually. Should he go full Steiner? I think you just sort of evolve him over time. I don't think he comes out one day with the earmuffs on going roo, 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 or with a chainmail or whatever. I think you just introduce bits of what made the Steiner brothers great. Maybe taking influence from both of them in various ways after he's been introduced to the roster properly. We're just getting going, aren't we? We're just getting going. But the guy, again, like, he's going to be massive. It always surprises me, like, because initially, like, when he was just squashing people, as he's just done there, I was like, oh, it'd be interesting to see how he does in longer matches. But then when he was having the longer matches, he was really impressive throughout as well. Yeah, I really like his work. And yeah, obviously get fully on the juice like Uncle Scott. You're right, Jord. Yeah, Daniel, that was really kind of you. Thank you very much, mate. It'd be cool. I don't know if Tiffy's up for it tonight, is she? Not like that. No, she's on Monday. It'd be cool for her to get an early round draft pick as well, wouldn't it? I think if they do go with a triple threat, if they do Bayley, Naomi, Tiffany, I'd put the title on Tiffany. No disrespect to Bayley. We all want to see her have a decent reign. But strike while the iron's hot with Tiffany.
Someone convinced me otherwise, thankfully for you. So tonight, you go one-on-one with Naomi again. The winner gets a title match for Backlash.
Okay, it's not triple threat. One-on-one. If Tiffany beats Naomi tonight... Okay, well, it's going to be... It could just be Bayley versus Tiffany. I'd still put the belt on her. I'd have her win both. Okay, there you go. So it's either going to be Bayley versus Naomi. It's Michelle McCool. Round 2 about to start after the break. The lovely Tori Wilson there also. See, they're making them earn their money.
WWE 2K24 sponsors WWE on TNT Sports.
I've been playing a bit more 2K24 recently. I took a few weeks off because I got obsessed by that vampire game on Steam Deck, and then I've been playing Binding of Isaac again, and a bit of Red Dead as well. But I booted up 2K24 the other day. I was trying to make a more realistic version of myself as a wrestler. I'm crap at that creating stuff. I'm rubbish at it. Oh, speaking of bloody Isaac, eh? On Biggest Heels, how did you forget about Def Rebel? You've been putting in overtime lately, Patchman, so big thanks for all that you do. It makes a world of difference. Anyway, shove it up your ass, ban NGT. Get wise on. Thank you very much, mate. Cheers. I'll do all of that. That's a very good shout, Def Rebel. Speaking of Def Rebel, hope this will go live very early next week, but we've been reimagining some WWE Superstars theme songs. I sat down with Sam Driver and we've come up with a few new songs. I think it's a really fun video. We just shot it, and I'm really excited for it to go on the channel. So we're going to absolutely obliterate Def Rebel, to be honest, because the stuff that we've come up with together, tip top. Reimagining some current WWE Superstars and some wrestling legends. I think it's a really fun video. What vampire game? I don't know what it's called, mate. It's like a top-down thing, and enemies are coming at you. There's garlic in it. Vampire hunters, warriors, something like that. It's very good. Not Twilight, no. Survivors, Vampire Survivors. I've been playing that. That's fun. But then I got obsessed with Binding of Isaac again because it's so pissing addictive. But I had to start my save again, so I lost all my progress. Anyway, it's very fun. Oh yeah, I'm going to do some, hopefully on Sunday, I'm going to do some more Red Dead Redemption 2 over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Cultaholic. Sam Riddell, thank you very much. Hi Adam, saw you shout at an old lady today for stepping in your grill. What does that mean? Stepping in your grill. Anywho, what's your favourite meal? I like my mum's spag bowl, and I like a jacket potato with coronation chicken. Crap answers there, aren't they? But that's the truth. I love coronation chicken, and I love mum's spag bowl. Stepping in my grill, like a barbecue thing. What are you on about? Grill is your face, right? Okay. I didn't do that. Didn't happen. You haven't seen me today, and I haven't shouted at any old women. Not this week or probably ever. I don't think I've ever shouted at an old woman. I don't think I have. Why is Tamatonga Solo's MFT, and what does it mean? Nobody properly knows. People are saying my family tree, my friend Tama. Nobody seems to know yet, but not a clue. Round 2 about to start. Moving away from all this grill bollocks. I thought Michelle McCool was already in the Hall of Fame. Hall of Famer Tori Wilson, but Michelle McCool wasn't listed. LA Knight. LA Knight. Randy Orton. First pick of round 2. There you go. We're getting the Randy Cody stuff, which is reassuring. I wanted him on SmackDown with Cody. Do LA Knight next. LA Knight is somebody that could do with a change. He's one of the few that actually needs it, I think. LA Knight. Bron Breakker. There you go. We've just seen him. Bron Breakker. Barely been on SmackDown for a minute, and he's off to the red brand. Bron Breakker, pick 2 of round 2. Have you played Dave the Diver? Really good games. I've heard good things. I know what it's about. My mate at Food Bank was telling me about it. And you go and catch fish. You're a scuba diver. You catch fish, and then you sell them in your shop or restaurant or something. He recommended it. The Raw crew loving it. No, SmackDown are doing all right. SmackDown doing so bad. They've got no. I'd say it's fairly even so far. Anyway, next one.
Of the second round of the 2024 WWE Draft,
Drafted to SmackDown is
selects Nia Jax.
Nia Jax heading over.
My absolute favorite of the women's division.
Actually, you know what? She's another person that could probably do with the move. I think she's shown great improvement. It was really... It was nice to see so many wrestling fans, and you're always going to get the odd dickhead, but it was nice to see so many wrestling fans going, she should have won the Battle Royal. I wouldn't have had a problem with that.
Raw selects
Liv Morgan, second round. There's not been that many changes. Nia's heading over, Bron's heading over, but he's barely been on SmackDown. So I like Nia as well. Nia's, yeah. So there you go. I'll recap you. Randy Orton, SmackDown. Bron Breakker, Raw. Nia Jax, SmackDown. Liv Morgan, Raw. That's all good stuff. That's all decent enough, isn't it? What big names are we missing here? We've had Rollins. The Bloodline. Sorry, literally in sync with Wade there. The Bloodline have not been picked yet. They don't have Roman with them. They announced that at the beginning of the show. Roman acting as a free agent. We don't know where he's going to go when he comes back. But the Bloodline do not have a brand, and they are eligible for the draft tonight. LA Knight, another big name, hasn't been drafted yet. AJ Styles. Alpha Academy haven't been drafted yet. They're eligible tonight. Looking for other big names here. It's not that many. Am I missing somebody? I must be missing somebody. No, they're the really big ones, aren't they? Sheamus. Sorry, Sheamus. What do you reckon MFT means? My family tree. It might just be that. I don't think it's actually been properly announced. No, Jay's not eligible. Drew's not eligible. A lot of the bigger names on Raw. My friend Tama. Minge Fiddling, Troglodyte. Right. That's really surprising that they didn't do Bloodline round 2, if not round 1. My favourite tough guy. That's nice. My family tree commonly accepted. Is that what it is? Okay. Monstrous, fearsome threat. Yeah, that's nice. Fungible token. Tama. All the lads. Paul Heyman. Somebody's just pulled in to the arena. Paul Heyman looking terrified. They've not got out the car yet. You got to get the door, Paul.
I'm sorry. I know I always get the door for Roman. I understand. I'll get the door.
Ivar had a baby.
Yes.
No.
The bloodline.
Wrong Viking Raider. And it wasn't... Yeah, okay.
Well, not exactly. Not yet.
Give me all the details.
I do not buy him as a top guy, Solo.
From the draft, right before the show began. And with all due respect, you're adding new members now, which means nobody knows what they're getting in a draft when they draft the Bloodline.
No, I know you're saying that's the point,
Oh God.
but they want to use him as a like a top guy going forward. I just think Tama's the one. I'm not due. What? How dare you, sir? Give it a year. Your face will be as red as your hair. What? My hair's not red. So my face won't be either. I think they do want to build him as a top guy, and I don't buy it. That said, I said that about Damian Priest, and I'm enjoying what he's doing so far. I get that he's the leader for now, because The Rock's not there, Roman's not there. Something about I can't get on board with him. I'm loving Tama's stuff though. How's my hair red? Is this lighting? It is this lighting. I've gone through this 50 times before. Tama Instabio says mother flipping Tonga. Is that what it is? That's probably it. So my family tree might be accepted. Mother Tonga. That might be the one. Why are Demon and Bubba on different rosters? Throwback to the first draft. I don't know. I didn't even think about that. Maybe they've had a big falling out. No, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. You look like Annie. Who? What? The little ginger girl? Yeah, I think it might be Mother Flipping Tonga. Thank you, Will. Cheers for the... and Aaron as well. My family tree makes no sense. Tama is an Anoa'i. Well, we've got it now. It's Mother Flipping Tonga, isn't it? Figured it all out. So they'll never say it on TV, will they? Although the PG era is now over. I still don't see them saying the F word, to be honest. Adam House Shoes. She's grand, yeah. No complaints here. She's just a cat. I never know how to answer that when people ask me how my cat is. She just mooches about. She eats food. Meows. Bothers me at about 3 in the morning. Sleeps on my shoulder now. She's beautiful. I love her. Yeah. She's downstairs at the moment. I'm not going to get her. Adam Big Booger Red Pacitti. I don't know. I wish I could change the tone of these lights, because that's all it is. Does she curl up purring, lad? That's all people want to know. Yeah, she's happy as Larry. She's needy. She's a very needy cat, which Mr. Happy wasn't at all. And it's actually quite nice. Like, she just wants to be with me lots, and that makes me happy. So yeah, she's grand. Thanks, Emmett. I appreciate it. I'm growing it out, as I say. Who's Larry? What? Oh, Happy as Larry. Just a very happy man. Where did that come from? What is Happy as Larry? Who's Larry? I have 10, 6 are needy. Save me. That's your own fault, mate. You're the pleb with 10 cats. Who does that? Is that woman off The Simpsons? Living by the train tracks. They've had sellouts now for going on 3 odd months, haven't they? Did more Clash tickets go on sale today? Hopefully more reasonably priced tickets. Because the ones on Wednesday, the cheapest that I saw were going for like 320 odd quid. I can't believe that. Cody versus Mello tonight. I know it's going to be a screwy ending. I think AJ's just going to get involved. But Carmelo, pick number 3 and a match against the top guy. Clash tickets were... Yeah, it was... I couldn't believe how much they were going for. But I assumed, because they did it with the last one and they released some cheaper tickets on the Friday. But I didn't see anybody tweeting about it or anything today. Montana, lovely to see you. Thank you very much. Going to an indie show tomorrow, not related to anything, just excited and wanted to share. Mustafa Ali and Riddle will be there. That's awesome. Oh, that's... Which show's that? A couple of big names there. Have a good time, Montana.
WWE Draft. And now please welcome the first overall pick,
Bianca Belair. Nice little touch as well. Doing the intro, different camera angle. They're just switching things up. They're experimenting. I know it's not revolutionary or anything. It's just a little bit different, and I like it. Now the lowest is 500. That's like more than the Taylor Swift tickets, isn't it? I did see the Owens attack.
Bianca, first of all, congratulations on being the first overall pick.
Wonder who the first pick on Monday is going to be.
1 week from Saturday, you and your tag partner Jake Cargill have the opportunity to dethrone the Kabuki Warriors.
It should be Drew before Punk, because that gives Drew something to brag about, doesn't it? Or Punk before Drew, because that gives Punk some... I don't know. Probably going to be Punk. Probably?
I've had a lot of history with damage control, and while I've had a lot of amazing women fight alongside me, I have never been the one that's gotten to finally end it with damage control for every...
What if they go the whole show without drafting the Bloodline? And I'm not saying they do it in the supplemental, but we don't know where they're going. It's really curious that they've not done it yet. Because Bloodline are eligible tonight.
Piece by piece, and that final piece is those tag team titles. So once Jade and I take those titles at Backlash, the Kabuki Warriors won't even have a reason to show back up here to SmackDown.
I think they will as well. I think Kabuki Warriors are dropping. Because, like, Jade working alongside Bianca is really handy for Jade moving forward. And then next WrestleMania, probably we get the singles match. Jade versus Bianca. Here comes the Jade. Listen to the pop for her, though. Yeah, Kabuki Warriors are screwed. Adam, can you translate what the Warriors are saying? They're just talking about how much they like Coronation Chicken in their cat shoes. No, unfortunately, I can't. Anybody? We've got a few. Oh, here we go. The brawl is continuing. Owens and Tonga, Mother Tonga. Taken down. Here comes Solo, though. Anybody going to make the save? Sammy's on the wrong show. The refs aren't going to help. Tama does the unhinged thing really bloody well. Comes off as a proper maniac. Jamie Noble down. Gregory Helms. Security out. If you appear Sir Aldis. I keep saying Aldis. Would you want Solo and Tama on your show causing carnage and creating headache? Oh my, it's Randy. Randy making the save. Slipped my mind there. Obviously, Randy. Tag match? Backlash? One would assume. I love that. Jamie Noble able to hold Randy back. Randy just gave up in the end. Oh, I'm up for that. Solo and Tama versus Randy and Kevin. They're cracking on with it. Yeah, I'm well up for that. Would I want Solo and Tama on your show causing carnage and creating headaches? Good at more hassle than it's worth. You're right. Give them to Ava. Stick them on NXT. The Source as well. Do you have any opinion on 2K removing all of Marty M's arena creations and outright banning What's the Status earlier this week? I haven't really... Bubba Ray Dudley on his way out. And I assume Devon from the other side. And there he is. Devon Dudley. I don't know enough about it, mate. I read a brief article about it, but I couldn't figure out exactly what they had done. So I don't want to give an opinion and get it all wrong. So no, I don't know enough about it. I wish I did. I'll tell you what, DeSource, I'll look into it and I'll give you a proper answer on Raw, because I don't want to comment and then without knowing really what they had done. My understanding is they had modded the game in some way, which is against terms of service, but they were adding what they thought were improvements, and what generally people enjoyed, obviously. but I don't know what they added, so I don't want to say. But thank you very much. I apologise for being ignorant on the matter. Do fill me in if you can as well. I'd love to know more. And cheers, Wawa, as well. I appreciate it. Thoughts on Clash at the Castle ticket prices? Well, I haven't seen the ticket prices today, and I know they were releasing more. I was just talking about it, but somebody commented, and they're totally right. If people are going to pay them, that's what they're going to charge. And they're going to sell out anyway, aren't they? I guess why wouldn't you charge 300 quid, 500 quid, 700 quid a head if people are willing to pay it? But it does suck because people are hard up at the moment, aren't they? What I would say, if you can't afford to go and catch a bloody indie show. There are so many decent indie promotions in the UK still, and you'll be seeing the stars of tomorrow. Because WWE, they'll launch NXT UK again in about 5 years and steal everyone once more. No, you are seeing the stars of tomorrow if you go and see that. And the indie promotions need your support a lot more than WWE do. I know it's not the same because WWE, they're on a roll right now, and it's WWE, it's the biggest thing, production value, all that stuff. But you can see some really, really good wrestling for about 10, 15 quid a head. So check out what's local to you. James Drake and Zach Gibson launching a new indie promotion. They've got their first show pretty soon at the, is it Liverpool, the Astoria? I think I'm right in saying the Astoria. That'll be really decent. We've got Elias, now known as Elijah, coming to Newcastle really soon. So if you want to see some ex-WWE guys and some hot young talent, check out your local indie. Because everywhere's got one now. I know we're not where we were, God, approaching 10 years ago now, aren't we? 8 years ago, let's say. With regard to UK indie wrestling being super hot, but the in-ring action's still just as good. I should see my Chicago fed. There's a fair few out there, isn't there? Adam, are you doing the draft on Monday as well? Yeah, I really like doing these. I think they're chilled out mostly when we're not talking about Jackie Chan and stuff. I think it's quite a fun way for me to spend a couple of hours. And I like seeing it live as well. I really like seeing it live. I don't want to wake up and read this all on Twitter or wherever tomorrow. They've moved to the ring. Okay, that's weird. They moved all the NXT talent. They've plopped them in the ring for some reason. Just finished the podcast. Is that? Hey, ding dong, hey, up the heron. I agree, up the heron. I did blab on about heron food too much, didn't I? Sorry about that. I had no idea how long it went. It was a long old podcast. I don't know how they do it every week. I was brain dead by like hour 3. I had a lot of coffee that day. Yeah, I'm down on the team. I love this theme so much. I think this is a proper underrated WWE theme. The whole entrance and everything, the pyro, is one of my favourite entrances. Right, round 3. We're getting going. They were in the ring earlier. Was it just a tighter shot earlier? I thought they were like facing the crowd. Sorry, it must have just been a different shot. I take it back. I thought they just shifted him for no reason. Oh. Picks her in. Sorry, I thought they were getting interrupted. Big EC dub chance. Bubba's desperate for a one more match chant here, isn't he? He wants that payday. They'd be up for it. We want tables. There we go. Glasses on.
With the first pick of the third round of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects
There we go. Finally. Oh, no, he's still on SmackDown. I really wanted him over on Raw. So, staying on SmackDown, LA Knight. Took their time. I can't believe that. I thought he was like a dead cert for Raw. There's not that many people moving. So LA Knight drafted to SmackDown from SmackDown. Who else we got here? Alpha Academy have got to be next, haven't they? This...
Of the third round of the 2024 WWE Draft, Raw selects Ricochet.
Ricochet, okay, sure. Ricochet drafted to Raw. Yeah, LA Knight's still on SmackDown, so that's good for the... That's what I was saying at the beginning of this stream. Like, there are so many long-term storylines that are happening with people who are already on the same brand. So it is... I'm not that surprised that we're not seeing that many changes.
With the third pick
It is a little bit underwhelming, though, isn't it?
of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects Solo Sikoa,
There's the Bloodline.
MFT Tamatanga.
Sorry, the Bloodline got drafted round 3, pick 3. That took a while. I thought they were going to just leave them off and do something storyline related. Bloodline, finally, getting drafted to SmackDown. This is mental. Everybody's staying put. Ricochet got picked over the Bloodline. What's going on?
Final pick of the third round, Raw selects Sheamus.
Sheamus. Raw. Okay. Good. There you go. Sheamus drafted to Raw. Right. Okay. I can't quite make all this out. LA Knight, SmackDown. Ricochet, Raw. Bloodline, SmackDown. Sheamus, Raw. Do some stuff with Drew for a bit, eh? Tiffany Stratton up next. Coming out for her match with Naomi. This is mental. Yeah, this is a bit underwhelming. I was trying to be positive, but this is a bit... Nice. Bit of interaction with Bubba Ray there. Thank you very much, Anonymous. Hey, Adam. I think they will make Bloodline free agents. Oh, mate, I got to you late. I'm sorry. So when Roman comes back, the Bloodline feud can go across both brands. It makes sense to me. It didn't make sense to Triple H, mate, because they are on SmackDown. They were the third pick of the third round of the draft. This is mental. CP46, thank you very much. With Roman Reigns, I've just read that. Your thing came up as Anonymous before. No, it's the... It might be you again. With Roman Reigns being ineligible, I see the Bloodline going undrafted tonight. I think that's you again. Thank you very much. CP46, thank you, sir. Cheers. Fick TV, thank you. Why do they always act upset over not getting someone they didn't pick? Oh, because they want everyone. They want all the stars, don't they? But yeah, they should have picked them. That's the name of the game. I agree. I agree.
You can't take shortcuts when Bayley's champion.
So, I'm trying to figure out the big names here that are going to get drafted. Shayna Baszler, she's just popped up in NXT. Who haven't we had yet? Andrade is eligible tonight. Alpha Academy should have been picked by now. Alpha Academy better get it on TV, not on WWE.com. That would be really disappointing if they don't do that on TV. They will. They got to, haven't they? AJ hasn't been picked yet. Where's AJ? They've got to do the big names in it, but AJ's about to challenge for the WWE title. He's eligible. Kevin Owens is Monday, mate. Shinsuke's Monday as well. Apollo Crews is... No, he's not on here either. But another big name there, obviously. Is Bayley joining the learning tree? I hope so. So if I had to predict, next round... Alpha Academy, AJ Styles, you would bloody hope, Andrade, and another NXT call-up. I think that's probably where they're going. Maybe they get Baron back or something. AJ is eligible tonight. He is. Unless because he's challenging for the title, they've pulled him from it? Because he might be champion? But he won't? I don't know. Yeah, we might see Ilya come up or something like that. That'll make things a little bit better, won't it? I was pumped for Carmelo. Yes, do spike that like that spike, etc. Thank you very much. 1,500 odd people here right now. Thank you very, very much. Sorry the draft hasn't been all that so far. Don't know why I'm apologising, I didn't book it. Jey Uso also fights for the championship. I got drafted. Good point. Yep. I'm trying to make something of nothing here, aren't I? Hip attack by Tiffany to Naomi. Bailey on comms. How has AJ not been drafted yet? Mad. What's the point of the draft? Champions stay put. Bron and Carmelo only change. Also, love the signing war for Bron just to change shows. Yeah, it's been a weird one, hasn't it, mate? What's been good about it? Carmelo. And Carmelo's getting a shot against Cody Rhodes tonight. Not for the title, but... With LA staying on SmackDown, this officially means SmackDown also drafts Slim Jims. Of course, the source. Thank you very much as well. Cheers. Goodness me. Well, hopefully Raw's a little bit better. Let me get the draft stuff up for Raw. Let's see if I can grab this up. Where are we? WWE draft eligibility. Again, Roman, free agent. So, Monday, we got some big ones on Monday for sure. We got Odyssey Jones. No, we got Imperium, Drew McIntyre, we got CM Punk. Shinsuke's there, Kevin Owens is there, Jade Cargill's there. Damage Control. How many have actually changed brand? Has anybody done the count? It really doesn't feel like it's too many. Shane Mercer, thank you very much. I feel like when they started the draft with retaining your current roster was going to be justification for most people staying put. Weird. Yeah, again, it's the first year in recent memory where I think they haven't needed to do a draft because so much is set up and like you don't want to shift too many people when there are storylines in place. But they don't have to do it now, do they? Could they not do it in 3-4 months or something? Maybe they should have put the draft off so it wasn't what we're getting tonight. It's not been a bad show or anything. It's just been a bit... Lab Glass, they should have called it This Is Who Is On Our Roster because we forgot. Yeah, it's a nice reminder. It's a nice reminder, isn't it? I think it's 3, right? Bron's shifted over. Nia's shifted over. Carmelo shifted over. Any more? Oh, Ricochet as well? Did Ricochet shift? I've already forgotten here. How reaction TK says AEW is Pepsi and WWE is HW. Oh, the Harvey. Yeah, I couldn't believe my ears, mate. I think he was trying to do a joke. I don't really know. I'm not actually seen it. I only read it, so I want to hear the cadence. I want to hear his delivery on it to see maybe what he was going for. But baffling to say the least. I don't want to spend any time on it. It's pretty mental stuff, isn't it? Flat as a board, mate. No riz. Sounds about right. I don't know why he's getting crap for wearing the neck brace. He should be wearing the neck brace. I've seen a lot of people just sort of making fun of it, and he should be selling it. Oddly enough, a man that we've just seen, Bubba Ray, is a bit of WCPW stuff for you. After he put me through the table, we were chatting backstage, and he was like, "Oh, you got to sell this." I was like, "Well, I've got to do reactions. I've got to do What Culture reactions to whatever WWE show's coming up. I've got to do that on Sunday. This is like 2 days later." Not even that. I think it was the next day. I've got to do this thing. And he's like, "Well, you got to sell it then. Get yourself a neck brace." I was like, "Where am I going to get a neck brace? I delivered on a Sunday. What are you? They don't do those in Tesco. I can't get a neck brace. I looked at Amazon. They won't deliver it. You couldn't get a neck brace on Prime. So I did a whole reaction with a towel wrapped around my neck, trying to make it look like it was a neck brace. Got fed up halfway. I was terrified that Bubba Ray was going to see it that Bubba Ray was going to see it and have a go at me. And, like, if he came back, actually do something about it. Because he would have been pissed off. Could have got one in boots. Is that true? But yeah, the neck brace is good. He should. He's a non-wrestler. Of course he should be in a neck brace. I don't think that's a reason to make fun of him. He should be selling it. Put a strip of foam in a pair of tights. Easy. Well, it's a bit late, isn't it? This is... what are you on about? This is like 7 years ago. But thank you. If Bubba Ray puts me through a table again, Nia Jax has just attacked Bayley. She's got her eyes on the championship as well. Oh, do we end up with a fatal four-way? Make one now. I don't need to. The match has been thrown out. There is no winner. We're getting a fatal four-way, aren't we? Fatal four-way at Backlash, I think, for the women's title. I'm up for that. Prominently positioning Nia straight away upon her arrival to SmackDown. That's cool. Love WCPW. It sounds like it was a massive money sink. I don't know. I wasn't privy to the financial situation of the thing. I know the shows were very expensive to put on, and I can't say what they were, but a lot of the bigger names were obviously paid very well. I don't know what they made back from What Culture Extra. I don't know anything about it, so I wouldn't like to comment. But they were expensive to put on. I'm so glad that it happened. I'm very glad it wasn't my money. No, I'm glad that they happened because I just got to dick about. There's the moonsault. I think we might either a triple threat or a fatal four-way coming here. Oh, apparently it was a Naomi win by DQ, so it's just... Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Are we going to get Naomi Bayley? We'll see. 150k per show was rumoured. What, the price to put them on? I think it depends what show it was. No, I think that's probably just a guess, but I think that's probably higher than what it was. And it depends on the venue and everything and the talent involved, but
draft destination will be until this Monday Night Raw. But looking ahead to next Friday, what we do know is that you, Montez Ford, and you, Angelo Dawkins, will challenge A-Town Down Under for the WWE Tag Team Championship.
is that happening next Friday rather than Backlash?
Next week, the Street Profits are going to take down A-Town down for those tag team champions.
Yeah, next week. I thought that would be happening on the pay-per-view. Bit loud. What's a bit loud?
Did you say SmackDown? Because you can't have SmackDown without the greatest undefeated tag team.
Thoughts on Jacob Fatu joining the Bloodline? Potentially. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'd watched some of his MLW stuff before, but I hadn't nearly caught enough. So I've gone back and I've watched a lot of his stuff now, and the guy's just crazy impressive. And yeah, I'm well up for it. It'll be really fun. It'll be a fun dynamic for when Roman gets back. That the Bloodline has dramatically changed. Loads of faces that he's not seen before. I'm well up for it. Teddy Long, player. And on the other side of things, it's got to be JBL, isn't it? Is it John O'Clock? It bloody is. JBL as well. On the Raw side of things. Nice. Have you ever been to the toilet? Yeah, I have, yeah. Mate. And Daniel, again, thank you very much, sir. Cheers. Very, very kind of you. It's the last round of draft picks. We're an hour and a half in. It hasn't been all that. Let's be honest. Not much changing going on, so let's see if they can save it with the last round of draft picks. We're going to get another NXT one. That'll make it alright. If Ilya pops up, I'm happy. But Ilya will be Monday, because they want to do him early, because he's only just dropped the belt, hasn't he? He should be getting called up, like, pick number 3, like Carmelo, or something like that. Why should he get the 4th round? So, yeah, you would assume that AJ is going to be done on TV.
The Great British
I'm looking at these names here. Alpha Academy should... So, okay, right. Let's pretend we're not getting NXT ones. AJ Styles, Alpha Academy. I'd like Shayna Baszler to be on TV as well. Ivar. They might do Ivar. Or the OC. There's a few there that are involved with NXT stuff, so I'm not sure. But looking at these names, we're running out of big ones, that's for sure. They might do the OC. I don't know. I think probably Ivar will get the nod, won't he? Oh, but Ivar's doing NXT stuff as well now, isn't he? We'll see. We'll only have to wait a few minutes. Split a team. Well, most of the teams are listed as being drafted together. Jimmy Uso, not eligible because he's out hurt at the moment. We'll see. We will see. Lashley and Co, they're a unit, and they're being drafted on Monday as well. There's really not that many big names left. The biggest name by a mile, in fact, AJ Styles. But Alpha Academy also eligible tonight. They should be... they'll probably end up staying put at this rate, but they should be mentioned on television. If people don't get drafted, they should go to NXT. Well, you need a reason to get people on the website, don't you? And you need people for other people to beat. A fair few of them, as we've been talking about, are already doing stuff in NXT. Splitting up tag teams was the fun of a draft. I agree. Because it can be heartbreaking and really dramatic, can't it? And it worked so well for the Dudley boys. No, it has worked well in the past. So, yeah, it's... I don't know. You never know what you're going to get. Maybe they've saved something big for this last round. Daniel Peck, again, thank you very much. Dragunov should debut at King of the Ring and go against Gunther for the finale. And King Gunther. Well, how's he going to get to the final if he's just debuting at the King of the Ring? I'm well up for Der King General Gunther. Gunther should win that. I know there's going to be some big names in that tournament, but I think that's really good for Gunther. I think, especially after dropping the IC title recently, to just very, very quickly add another accolade would be very cool for Gunther. So I'm rooting for Gunther in that one. It did get Spike a tag title run with Bubba. I had forgotten about that. Good point. Debut at the first round as a surprise. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'm cool with that. I thought you meant just stick him in the final straight away. Corbin should be drafted on TV. Yeah, Corbin feels like he's wrapped up now. He's got his gift basket, hasn't he? Oh, here we go. Now the fun's starting. Karrion Kross. What are they doing here? Who are they beating up? Oh, it's bait and done.
Whether we are drafted to Raw or we stay here on SmackDown, the violence will continue until we get what we want. So say it! The final.
He's trying so hard. Bless his cottons, eh? They should have won at WrestleMania. Anyway, last round of the draft tonight. Keep in mind, right? Even after the draft, we still got Cody Rhodes versus Carmelo Hayes. That's not half bad, is it? That might save the day. Oh, Teddy doesn't get his own entrance. It's not right him doing that to JBL's theme. He's dressed for the occasion, bless him.
With the first pick of the fourth round of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects AJ Styles.
Right, AJ SmackDown. There you go. Oh, cool, right. Okay, AJ has been drafted. You know what would have been handy? The Tombola thing would have been really handy here, because at least if they were keeping people on the brands, it would have seemed random. Just by chance, they've all stayed put. Raw's got Chad Gable, Otis, Alpha Academy, Seth being drafted from Raw to Raw? This is a shambles. They shouldn't have done the draft. If it's this way, they didn't need to do it. They should have given it 4 months. This is a piss take. Please, an NXT one. Someone. I'm going mental here. SmackDown's got Andrade.
Recently returning to WWE, battling alongside Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania.
There we go. Yeah, I stayed up for this as well. Andrade, SmackDown.
Obviously cause for celebration in the SmackDown
Good.
Raw, losing Andrade.
Thing is, there's not going to be that many changes on Raw either, are they? Are there? That is a change. Kiana James, there you go. NXT, well, it's not the one we wanted, but God bless her. Kiana James. Former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. She's been in NXT for a couple of years. And there's her signature moves as well. She's not in the venue, but she is there. In the NXT Dome. She is. She's great. You know what? She's main roster ready. I know she's not been in NXT for as long as some of the others. But she's good to go. She's decent, isn't she? There you go. Recap. SmackDown, AJ Styles. Raw, Alpha Academy. SmackDown, Andrade. Raw, Kiana James. I agree, Brett. Maybe this is part of the TV deal. Good, they're giving her the video. Glad they gave her the little video package. She's decent. She's really decent. Remember when Cross was in NXT and he was amazing? No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. I think you're misremembering. People bigged that up. He had some of those boring NXT title matches in the history of that brand. He ballsed it all up. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. People celebrate his NXT stuff. He wasn't that great. His matches were tedious. It was better. I don't think it was great. Sorry, Aaron. At least he looked the deal in NXT. You just want him to be bald again. He looks the same, but he's got some hair. It's bloody Shawn Michaels. I agree, James. I agree. Sorry, Aaron. I've pooed all over your super chat there. I just wasn't a fan. Oh, well, that's a nice moment. Kiana and Michaels. If nothing else. Yeah, well, man, the entrance. I'm not going to say a bad word about Cross's entrance. The presentation, NXT presentation of Cross, top notch. Matches, middle notch. They were fine. They were just fine. Some people like that, don't they? Slow, methodical. It all makes sense, doesn't it? Not fun to watch, but there was a real sort of tonal shift with Cross. And I found it a bit jarring, and it wasn't my favourite era of NXT, to say the least. Is this the first crap thing Triple H has done in this era? It hasn't been good, has it? It's been, you know, you don't want to underwhelm people, and I think it has been underwhelming. Ilya Dragunov getting a little entrance video. Oh, no, not an entrance video. Sorry, it's not even it's just an NXT thing, isn't it? I thought that was just Ilya, but it's not. It's just a promo for NXT. Cross's entrance, it was great. No, I agree, Aaron, mate. The entrance was great. I really thought we were getting Ilya there. Oh, it's the Apex show. Battleground. Yeah. Daniel Peck. A lot of hype for the draft to be a nothing sandwich. And what a... Yeah, it's... I was buzzing about tonight. I feel personally responsible. Whenever there's a bad show, I've kept people up. So, sorry. I am sorry that Triple H has let us down. And this new era has been such a disappointment. Your reactions are better than the show, dang. Unfortunately, it's all over now. That's it. We're just going to get a good match. A nice A nice little conclusion to SmackDown, which isn't going to have a decisive finish. AJ's going to get involved. It's all predictable, but we're seeing Cody Rhodes wrestle Carmelo Hayes on the main roster. You can't get too much better than that. Some decent draft picks would have been nice, but you can't win them all. It is Miller's voice before the commercials. Yeah, he's done the 2K stuff for the last few years. He's amazing. Can we have compensation, Adam? No. Please, no. Yeah, you deserve it. You genuinely do. So do I, though. I like having the company. I'll be up gaming anyway. Oh, fair play. I'd be up playing bloody Binding of Isaac or something as well. It's not okay, Adam. Richard, help me out here. Hey, Monday will be decent. The last, like, WrestleMania, the start WrestleMania with this, use WrestleMania as a starting point. They haven't had a bad episode of Raw. I loved this week's episode of Raw. The Raw just gone. I thought it was brilliant. Hopefully it's still good, even with the 6 rounds of draft picks as well. Do we think Carmelo's main roster run will be as good now that Trick has most of the hype around him? Really looking forward to seeing what he can offer, though. Yeah, I really do think it will be. And I think the way that he's being positioned immediately, 3rd pick of the 1st round, match with Cody Rhodes, I think they'll quickly rejuvenate him for sure. I'm not worried about Carmelo on the main roster at all. And then when Trick eventually comes up, do a redo. Because it was a little bit disappointing, that WrestleMania weekend match, wasn't it? There's more mileage there. Io Tora, I'm so mad I booked tomorrow off to watch this draft with you. Have a Fiver in process. Thank you, Io Tora. Thank you very, very much. And I'm sorry that you stayed up late for this. At least you get to sleep in tomorrow, eh? And Cammy as well. Only Nia and Andrade changes. Need a draft. Bron Mello. Only Nia and Andrade changes. Need a draft. Bron, Mello, and James could have just been called up without it. Why even put Bron on SmackDown? He's done nothing. Hey, he's done the squash. Yeah, I get you, mate. I get you. Not many people do need the draft, do they? That's the problem. But I just think if you've got that problem, then hold off a few months and just do it down the line. Cheers, by the way, James. I think our lonely mod tonight, with a little recap, which I'm gonna read out as well. But thank you for doing the work for me, James. SmackDown has got Belair, Mello, Orton, Nia Jax, LA Knight, Bloodline, AJ Styles, Andrade. That's Bloodline without Roman, by the way, free agent. And then Raw, Jey Uso, Rollins, Bron Breakker, Liv Morgan, Ricochet, Sheamus, Alpha Academy, and Kiana James. And the draft is over. It's just main event time, I think. Nick's buzzing about it. Loves it. Oh, here we go. Backlash announcements. He's had a coffee, hasn't he? Mile a minute here. We are getting the triple threat. Hey, Undertaker. Tag team match, there you go. And there you go. Bloodline versus KO and Orton. All sensible stuff, all stuff that we were expecting. I'm glad we're getting the triple threat. I think Bayley might actually drop the title, you know. Naomi's taking the pin, obviously. But who's she taking it off? I think Tiffany might steal it, and I'm well up for that. As I say, strike while the iron's hot. Daniel Peck as well, thank you very much. We need Mello versus Trick next Raw after Mania to debut Trick the best way. That's a great shout, mate. That's a really good shout. I like that a lot. And the big dog as well. Last time he had a stiffy. That was a question, by the way, which I'm not going to ask. Favourite biscuit and crisps? Crisps. I'm a big fan of pickled onion Monster Munch, prawn cocktail Walkers, and chipsticks. And what was the other one? Favourite biscuit? I forget the name of them. They're called like they're not Vietnamese. Viennese fingers, I think they're called. 2 biscuits, slice of chocolate down the middle. Can you have a slice of chocolate? It's a slice of chocolate. A layer of chocolate. CP46, thank you very much. Thoughts on Trick Williams? I love his character work, but his 2 matches with Hayes and match with Dragunov last week did not fill me with confidence regarding his in-ring ability. Oh, I thought the Dragunov match was really decent, but again, he was in there with Dragunov. I think he's decent. I think it's a fair point. I don't think he's going to be giving you like 20-25 minute matches anytime soon. But also, I don't necessarily want to see that from him. I really like him, but he's in the right place, isn't he? He's in NXT and he's going to be there for the foreseeable. And I think that's a sensible shout. EO Tora as well, thank you. I think Bloodline being on SmackDown is a bad call. The extra hour on Raw would have been ideal for that story, while other mid-names can grow on SmackDown. I couldn't agree with you more. I really thought that was going to be a dead cert there. Because I thought they might want to keep him away from Cody as well. I guess there's still work there to be done, maybe? The story's finished. I don't know, yeah, I really thought they would be going to Raw. And I thought they'd be drafted earlier as well. Anyway, it's main event time. 20 minutes to go. They're giving him some time, which is decent. And here comes the third pick in the first round. Carmelo Hayes. He is going to... Because he's not getting a massive reaction for the entrance. Obviously, they've seen him already tonight. He's already come out and everything. He got a decent reaction earlier. But for the people the uninitiated, the people who haven't seen him before in the crowd, I think they're very, very quickly going to get what he's all about. Favorite wrestler named Adam, not Edge. Oh! It's probably Cole. There's quite a few wrestlers called Adam. Adam Bomb. Called Adam. Not Adam Rose. Brian Adams does not count. You'll never guess what website I'm on. Not Adam Rose. I'm going through a list here. Adam Birch. Oh, Joey Mercury. Of course it is. Yeah, that's his real name. Oh, what's his name? Braun is Adam, isn't he? Isn't he Adam Scher? It's, oh, Hangman. Bloody hell, I forgot about Hangman. No, it's Adam Cole out of this lot. Unless there's somebody that I'm forgetting. And you know what? Adam Cole over Edge at the moment. I know he's off TV and everything, but I've loved Adam Cole's stuff that he's done in AEW. That feels wrong to say that, doesn't it? He's not better than Edge. And I've really liked Edge's AEW stuff as well. But I'm just a big fan of Adam Cole. I find him a really very likeable man. But all-timer best Adam is Copeland, obviously. Adam Sting? Who's Adam Sting? What are you on about? Adam Sting. Steve. Adam Styles? Nope, that's Alan. The Addams Family, that's a television program / movie. Adam Berg. Right, you're being silly. You're getting carried away. Thank you, Daniel Peck. Cheers, mate. Dwayne the Adam Johnson? Isn't Adam Johnson... I don't know if you've done that on purpose. Isn't Adam Johnson? I don't even want to say it. I think he's a... Might be a... Piss off. I think I'm thinking of the right guy. Yeah, he is. Cool. All right, we'll move on from the Adam stuff then. Thank you, Daniel Peck, by the way. Cheers. Yeah. I don't follow football, but apparently I know enough about nonces to know that he played for Sunderland and is a massive, massive wrong-un. Is Tony Khan starting to seem like Herb Abrams to anyone else? No, just me. Hey, he's had a bad. Hey, his head's not all there, is it? He took a TK driver and a punch to the gut that he forgot to sell. This has been more entertaining than the draft. I've had fun. Main event time. We're almost done. Then I'm off to bed. I'm delirious here. Crowd very much behind Cody in the early stages, but Mello will do it. I'm glad they got time. I'm glad they got time. Is this Cody's first title defense? I don't think the belt's on the line, is it? I was too busy reading the Adam stuff. The draft was quick. It's flown by. I think it's in part it's because like done so many long shows recently. In like a WWE pay-per-views as well, they're a little bit shorter than they used to be. But by the time you add on the pre-show, it's still quite a long time to be sat in front of the camera. I mean, the WrestleMania 40, the 2 nights of WrestleMania 40 are genuinely, I've been doing this for 8+ years, some of the most fun that I've ever had, if not the most fun. It's really easy when the show's good. And you got Andrew with you, and I love working with Andrew. Not to say that I haven't loved doing reactions with the various people that I've done it with in the past, but man, it's a joy. It's an absolute joy doing that stuff. But when you get a bad show, a little bit rough around the edges like tonight maybe. Adam Wagner, Adam McIntyre, sure, right. Adam Boogeyman, yeah, I remember him. Adam and the Ants, that's, yeah, different. The Lethal Weapon, Steve Bladham. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. I've only got 15 minutes. I'm not spending it reading this absolute bollocks. He says as he reads the chat. Right. What's Adam Cleavage? What does that mean? What are you on about? Bonkers. J-Train, by the way, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you. Appreciate you all. In fact, give us one more final like if you haven't done so. It doesn't cost you anything. If you want to like the stream, it helps us out at Cultaholic a lot. Much appreciated if you choose to do so. Thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully Monday's a touch better. Your new gimmick, you'll be Adam Antium and I'll be Super Dan. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Is it a Superman thing? I don't know anything about superheroes. He's allergic to... Oh, that's kryptonite, isn't it? Is it? I don't know. Can't be worse than the 2020 Raw days. Don't get me started. Well, I didn't watch it, did I? I sat up talking about bollocks. Proper delirious that. Not allowed to leave the house. Sat there talking about waxworks, and I didn't pay attention to any of the wrestling. It was so bad. It was awful. They were awful shows. All of them were just absolutely terrible. Sit there watching some absolute crap 3 hours. Allergic. He is allergic. Well, what is he? What would you call it? He's allergic to... Isn't he? He's vulnerable to... I don't know what to call it. I like them. I like doing them too, mate. I thought they were fun. I had a good laugh doing them. I'm not complaining. I knew this draft would be pants, but I enjoy your live streams. Thank you, Anonymous, whoever you may be. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've had a good night. Mike, Adam Lee. Yeah, that's an Adam. That's an Adam. That works. Adam's in there, I guess. Is this going to be a mellow face turn? Oh, yeah. I get he's sort of by default just coming up. He feels baby-facey-ish. Oh, it's a bit of a cocky promo. I don't know. I hadn't even given that any thought. I was so excited to see him that I'm like, yeah, he's a babyface. Of course he is, because I'm happy. I don't know. I'd say an allergy can be resolved by an EpiPen. I don't think that would work on kryptonite. I don't even know what kryptonite is. What is it? Like a rock? Is it real? Kryptonite's not real, is it? Or does he get bathed in kryptonite? Chopping back and forth. Big chop by Cody. He gets a rash. All right. He's allergic to kryptonite. Yeah, right? Thank you. Kryptonite is a... What are you on about? You always confuse me. I don't understand anything that you say. Doesn't he get frozen in a big block of it? Or is that Star Wars? That's Star Wars, isn't it? I don't know which one it is. Somebody I've seen a... He's like that in a big block of kryptonite. Oh, beautiful springboard DDT there. Flawless. He's good, isn't he? He's good. This hurts my nerd heart. Oh, I've never claimed I don't know anything about it. And you've only brought it up to wind me up anyway. You watch your silly little fantasy stuff and let me enjoy wrestling. The real stuff. But Adontinite, what? Is unbreakable like you are. I think I'm broken already, mate. It's only been 2 hours. Adontintite. What? Carbonite. Oh, I don't care. I don't care anyway. Why? Let me watch the match. I don't give a toss what Luke Skywalker was frozen in. It's not for me. Cover, 2 count. The real Krypton is a gas. Yeah? Adam, were you shocked by the huge draft picks? I've been shocked by the draft in general. Not necessarily in a good way. What's Cody setting up for here? Running power slam? There it is. Just a 2. I don't know if they give him a defeat on his first night. I think it's a lot more likely that AJ is going to come out and ruin everything. But he's had a good showing. If Cody does just beat him, he's had a very, very good showing.
At what point does Cody Rhodes start to feel the frustration? Is it possible we see the WWE Champion unravel a bit tonight? Well, you got to remember, Carmelo Hayes has...
Cody Cutter. Could be finishing up fairly soon. I thought it was a rarity because I don't watch SmackDown live, but apparently SmackDown finishes a couple of minutes early sometimes. Raw's the one that tends to go over now, rather than SmackDown, so they might not get the full amount of time. We'll see. Will you be staying up to watch AEW next week? No. Just the draft shows, but then you got me and Andrew for Backlash next weekend. There we go. Oh, he's going up top. Looking to finish up. Wade doing a great job of selling Mello here, by the way. Oh! That was like the 2K games, wasn't it? You both go for something. What were they doing there? That's literally like the 2K games. You both try and do something cool, come nowhere near each other. Uh-oh. Crossroads, and that is your lot. Oh, imagine if they give him a kick out. I know it's just the one Crossroads. They haven't. Buried. No. Good showing for him. It was decent enough, wasn't it? Cody Rhodes picking up the win, but he might shake his hand after. What a weird episode of SmackDown. And by weird, I mean not good. Let's not mince words. It's not been great tonight.
Picking up the win, but Carmelo Hayes leaving not only Cincinnati, not only Cody Rhodes, but the entire WWE universe.
Breathtaking and exhilarating. That is
Bit of communication going on here.
from Carmelo Hayes, a simply
Good show, bad draft, or flat out bad show. Underwhelming show in every respect. Draft especially, but... I mean, that's the standout match. And it was decent. It was good. But even that I thought might be a little bit better. Maybe I'm just being a Debbie Downer here. Because I'm upset about the draft.
Big things in the future for the first round pick, Carmelo Hayes. Cody Rhodes
No more AJ?
focused to Backlash. To France 1 week from tomorrow, where he will defend the undisputed WWE Championship against the phenomenal AJ Styles. No need to hang your head.
Well, it was a decent showing for Carmelo.
The future
Thank you for the laughs, Adam. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks for your generosity tonight. That's really kind. Cody is selling the shoulder like mad. He did get both arms up earlier, and there he goes again. Oh, he's so over, isn't he? A match a lot. So there's still a few supplemental ones that'll be happening on the website. Alba, Fyre, and Isla Dawn. Who am I missing? Cedric and Adonis. Ivar will happen, I assume, after the show tonight. They might do it on one of the supplementary shows. I don't know. Shayna, the OC, and Zoey Stark. I think that's all of them. So there's a few more to have. Oh, there's AJ. There we go. That felt that match might have run short. They really let Cody celebrate for a long time before AJ came out there. Oh, he shook his hand earlier. What's that close? Carmelo was. Just a big stare down to end the show. There you go, another handshake. Friendly. Oh, that's crap, that. Who's going to be here on Monday? It was fine. It was a fine show. You get your hopes up. You're going to be let down 9 times out of 10, aren't you? It just wasn't that. Like, even draft stuff aside, it was just fine, wasn't it? Huh. All right. Well, you can't win them all, can you? Not the strongest draft of all time, but it's historic, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I just feel a bit let down. Anyway, I will see you all on Monday, hopefully, if you've not gone off WWE and hate Triple H after that. No, it's all right. More legends will be there, no doubt, and more wrestling and more draft picks where people stay on the exact same brand. What can you do? Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Cheers for your support. Leave us a like on the way out. Enjoy your weekend. You got Sam and Fraser on the news tomorrow, and we got some cool stuff coming up on the channel as well over the next few days. True story of the Wyatt family going up. We got a list going up. We got the wrestling theme thing with me and Sam, which I'm really excited for you to all see. And then next week, we got Raw reactions. Maybe, if I can be asked. No. And we've got all the usual pre-pay-per-view content as well, followed by, hey, it's premium live event weekend, so have a good one. Take your time. Take your time. I just read the word time there. I'm knackered, right? I'm going to bed. Thank you ever so much, everybody. All the best. Good night. See you in a bit. Bye. I don't know where OBS is. I can't even end it.